Satan and the gargoyles in the tree. Hail, Satan's a reflection of me. Rise up and behold a beauty. If you cross me, I will fall. For I can't see any light. Taste it so good. I look down, it was my girlfriend's blood. Can't see any light. Taste it so good. I earned my way from drinking the blood.
I love it. That is a live recording of Kiss the Antichrist by the Melted Chapstixs. And we've got the Melted Chapstixs here with us live in studio. So we'll introduce that because, well, part of the band is here live in studio and part of the band is joining us via Microsoft Teams. So let's introduce everybody who is live in studio with us first. So, of course, over here we have Frankie Hollywood.
Frankie Melted Chapsticks Hollywood.
Frankie Melted Chapsticks Hollywood.
And lead singer of the Melted Chapsticks.
Yes. And you, sir?
Hey, I'm Jeremy. I play bass.
Jeremy, as a fellow bass player, it's wonderful to meet you.
Likewise.
And you?
My name is Evan, and I am the percussion section.
You are
along with John Sorensen. Shout out.
All right. Well, I'm glad we have the rhythm section here with us in studio. That's good.
Oh, yeah, big time.
And then who do we... Oh, let me pull this up. So let's make sure we can hear these guys. Because we also have the rest of the band with us via Teams. One of you go ahead and introduce yourselves first.
at the same
Sure.
time.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Of course we can.
Welcome.
Roy.
I'm Kilroy, also known as Joe White. I'm the rhythm guitarist for the band.
All right, welcome, Kilroy. And who else?
PJ, also known as Mark. I am the lead guitar player for the band.
PJ means personal Jesus.
Oh, okay.
We all need
He's our
one.
personal.
We all need our own personal Jesus. Yeah, there was I think there was a reference to when I saw you guys. So I saw you guys play at the Spot in Nashua. First time I'd ever seen you. Just great show. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. But I think, Frankie, you mentioned something about it's important to have a personal Jesus there because of all the Satanism to, kind of, some balance, I think is how you put it.
Well, it's more of it's really, well, Satanism is atheistic, which is a good thing, but PJ and I met years ago when I was a Christian.
Okay.
And I actually led him to Christ. So we needed a lead guitarist. And I said, hey, PJ, we're playing songs. And he said, like Stryper, Michael W. Smith,
Yeah.
Amy Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure we are. And then he joined us. So
Wow. Well, so let's talk about that live recording that we heard. Where is that from? That's from a pretty important event, right?
yes.
Yeah, it's going to upset my mom.
Uh-oh.
Well, my mom too, but it was
Sorry, moms.
Yeah.
the 60th anniversary of the Church of Satan.
Okay.
Yes.
hmm
Do you want to explain a little bit about that? Because as you referred to, obviously some people, and I think a lot of people kind of get it in this era that we live in, hopefully, but a lot of people have a misunderstanding of what something like that is, and they think, what, you're worshiping the devil, which is obviously, well, maybe I shouldn't say obviously, but it's not what that is.
No, it's basically it's atheism with sick merch.
I usually just refer
like
people
that.
to their Twitter account. That kind of explains everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not,
No.
it's not, I mean, you don't believe in, like, you're not summoning demons. And that
No,
kind of
not
thing.
at all. I
No.
mean, it's rational self-interest.
If I eat enough dairy, I will.
Watch out. But with that, it's atheistic. It's rational self-interest.
Mhm.
They have 9 sins, 9 statements, and 11 rules of the earth. And their first sin is stupidity.
Yeah.
Don't be stupid. And it's
Struggle
really
with that.
study over worship. So it's
Yeah.
rational, and it's none of that. Don't harm children. Don't harm animals,
Right.
etc. The reason everybody perceives Satan in that way, and they look at it as just the word adversary and a symbol like the Patriots, is that from the Christian perspective, Satan is a real person. God is a real person in their story.
Right.
So it's just the wrong lens.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it like, is it kind of more like Anton LaVey? Like what
That's what it is.
that is what it is.
Satanism was formed in codified.
1966.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Back when Jeremy was 1,000.
So how did this come about? You guys getting to play this event?
So one of the magisters, their bishops, reached out, and it's a really significant event in their history.
Okay.
So we played with, was it about 6 or 7 groups,
Yeah,
various
something like that.
acts,
Yeah, various.
and
performances.
we headlined it, and Magister Merciless reached out to us. Rabbit Crow is his art, and we just said yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Now, how long has this band existed? How long has the Melted Chapsticks been around?
It depends on
Right.
Frankie's chapter of life.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been playing out for about 9 years, but this iteration we would say is about 2 years. Is that fair?
Yeah, I mean, I joined
Yeah,
like
that's about
18
right.
months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I joined about 3 years ago.
Okay.
And we tricked PJ into the band about, and then
he thought
Kilroy's
he was
been with
converting
us
us.
since the beginning.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm curious about the name too. Like the name is so cool, but I can also see where there might be a practical reality that you guys have to confront a lot in terms of the spelling, because I'm sure it's been misspelled on a poster or two over the years. I mean, I assume it has, but tell me about the name of the Melted Chapsticks and the spelling of it.
Yeah, so basically it started out, I don't know if you remember Kiss, with Gene Simmons.
My favorite band.
Yes, exactly.
I should have worn my. I almost wore my Kiss shirt today. Now I wish I had.
Yeah, I love them. So with that, I loved Kiss, but then we changed it to Lips. But then my lips here, which are voluptuous, I said, well, these lips actually melt chapsticks.
Okay.
So that was the iteration. And then the spelling with the X was just to, not fight with the trademark of.
No, that's smart.
Yeah.
Smart. Yeah. Does it get misspelled sometimes?
Yes.
I misspell most things. So, I play in another band too, and our title is misspelled as well.
Binge Magic.
Yeah, it's not spelled how you think.
Okay.
Search engine optimization, not a.
We're
not
not
a big deal for
algorithm
us.
people.
Right.
Hence why this whole process is taking a lot longer than we all thought.
So the songs that, because you also sent me some studio tracks, is there an album of these that these songs are from, or because we'll play in a little bit. Well, we'll play the live version of. It's hard.
Yes,
it's hard to say.
It's going out to my mother, by the way, every time. Every time I cue that up with the songs going out to Mom. But basically, we have the Satanic Six-Pack with some of these tracks on studio, which we're redoing as a group at Leisure Noise Studio with Phil Strack.
Okay.
And that's coming up in September. We have the Four Crown Princes. We have Live at Reading. This last track, live from the Conclave at the Church of Satan, will be out the 29th of August. And then Santa Muerte, which we're working on right now, we're going into the studio with Phil to do that and redo the Satanic Six-Pack.
Okay.
With the tasty licks from PJ Jeremy.
Nice. All right. So since we talked about it, we should probably play it, but I want to ask you about it first. And we'll play the live version from that show, Say Hi to Satan. But tell me about this.
Oh, gosh.
and your mom, because you did say that too at the spot when I saw you guys play live. You said this goes out to your mother.
And everybody goes, "Oh, what a sweet boy."
Well, that's not what I. Well,
I don't think anyone there.
Well, when you dedicate something to your mother, it's
right.
oh, that's so sweet.
Right.
And my mom, she's like, "Stop it." My dad's was a police officer in Boston, became a Fed. So I sent him some music and clips, and he's like, "This band sucks, and that guy needs a haircut." I go, "Dad, that's us." So we get all the support we need from the loving Catholic parents.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. But with Say Hi to Satan, great song about like Satan kind of being in COVID, and we're saying hi to Satan. We're not, we're saying not go to hell. We're saying hello.
Right.
Yeah.
It's easy to be misunderstood. It's like Motley Crue with Shout at the Devil. People thought they were satanic, but they weren't saying shout with the devil.
No.
Or shout for the devil. They were saying shout at the devil.
Yeah.
So it's easy to be misunderstood.
It's kind of an acknowledgement of awareness rather than like, a perceived action or belief.
Right. Just say hi.
Yeah.
You can say hi to Satan. Doesn't mean you're going to hang out with him and do terrible satanic things. I mean, satanic things in terms of
sinning can be fun. You should try it later today with maybe a piece of cheesecake.
You never. Oh no, I don't need the sugar. That would be sinful. I do love cheesecake though. I do love cheesecake. You're tempting me.
I put the little seeds.
You did. Success. Well, let's give this a spin. So this is the live version, and this was recorded at the same show, right?
Yes.
All right. So here it is. This is the Melted Chapsticks. Say Hi to Satan live.
This song is going out to my beautiful mother. His mother. And we want to welcome to the stage young Daddy Baffy. Oh, yeah. He is just taking it to a new level. Oh, you gotta jump right up, baby. He does tricks with tambourine. Oh, yeah. Say hi to Satan. 14 is down. Say hi to Satan. I hope you're well. Say hi to Satan. I Lucifer. After 14, you're Lucifer.
Oh, I love it. Say Hi to Satan as performed live by the Melted Chapsticks. And we've got 3 of the band members here in studio with us, and 2 of them also via Microsoft Teams. Are you guys still there on Teams?
Yep, still here.
Okay, just making sure we didn't lose you. I had a guest on in the first hour who all of a sudden he just froze up. He was joining us remotely, but no, but it's great to have you here, all 5 of you here and on the show today. And tell us, Frankie, you were saying something about the reference that you make right before that song. What's his name?
Daddy Baffy.
Daddy Baffy. I'm curious. Yes.
Daddy Baffy 666. Huge following on social media. He's a Satanist, and he's a big goat costume.
Oh, really?
Dressed up, and he was shaking the tambourine with his J-Lo as well. And just really promoting good fun and, straightening out the misconceptions of Satanism.
Okay. Yeah. So have you guys I'm curious, and this is for all of you, the guys joining us remotely as well, but I am curious about legitimately problems with or misunderstandings with families about it. I mean, it sounds like, Frankie, like you said you were raised Catholic. Is that?
Yes.
I was as well.
Yes. The correct religion according to our parents.
Of course.
I had a similar understanding when we went to this event, and I was raised Catholic, and I'm not really religious, but I work in healthcare, and I've always thought what I do is having myself getting closer to God, right?
Yeah.
So I asked one of the reverends there, and I said, what would that be in your world? And he said, and it was kind of profound because I never really thought of it this way, but he said, you should be doing those things anyways because it's good to do for fellow mankind and womankind, right? Not because you're going to be guaranteed of something good.
Right.
That inherently makes it bad because it's self-interest.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, that kind of blew the doors off. And it's like, yeah, I'm not doing this for anything other than it's the right thing to do that I believe in. Mm-hmm. And that code is stronger than any sort of church that I could go to.
Right. Right. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Jeremy, have you had any?
I mean, I haven't been back to church since I was baptized, so it really wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Did you get the flyer? Like, hey, you coming back anytime soon? The email, the team's invited.
I don't think they were thrilled with my parents that they never brought me back.
Catholic? You said baptized. Were you also Catholic?
I don't even. Episcopal?
Do they do that?
Oh,
baptism?
gosh. We're going to have to talk after. I'm kidding. It doesn't even matter. It's like, what? You're going to Episcopal?
When Evan was telling me about you and about joining the band and everything, he's like, yeah, he's a Satanist. And I was like Church of Satan, like the Twitter account, like just troll all the evangelicals. Like, I love those guys.
Right.
I think the biggest misconception or shock was when we went to Poughkeepsie for that show because, like, you had mentioned, it's the 60th anniversary of the Church of Satan. I'm like, oh, that's nice. I'm probably playing some bar or something.
Right.
It just happens to be in Poughkeepsie. And you're like, oh, we have rooms at the DoubleTree, so great, we can stay over. I'm like, oh, cool, we can get hammered. No, we're playing in the DoubleTree at a big ballroom at the celebration, the global celebration for the Church of Satan. Everyone's wearing black with some red, and
right.
It was
like
austere, the sickest Gothic prom.
They were really welcoming and friendly, but it was way more of a serious in terms of the scope of the event. And
right.
I did save that for later. I was like, first it starts out, we're at a gig, okay, oh, at a bar. Not quite. Then I finally told him, and he's like,
yeah.
Oh. Okay.
All right, here we go.
That's great. What about you guys on Teams? Either of you have any issues with the families?
I think mine see it as a curiosity more than anything else.
That's good.
I mean, I was raised Catholic too, and I think they're happy that I'm playing in a band, but I don't know. Strictly speaking, I don't know what they think about it.
Right.
But I have not heard any. I have not gotten any flack for being in the Melted Chapsticks at all.
Yeah, that's good.
In fact, some of my relatives are like, "Look, your uncle's in a band."
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Good. A lot of Catholic boys on the show today, though, huh? We were
Yeah,
all
well, what about, let's get
my-
PJ.
or some.
Yeah.
PJ's on the line.
Yeah.
What about you, PJ?
So I was sort of like raised free range. There wasn't really any specific religion, like a chicken. Yeah. Pretty much.
Keep PJ cooped up.
Free range.
It's a good pun.
I've always, and so I've always kind of been atheist. So none of this really ever bothered like me or my family or anything. It's
Yeah.
PJ,
no
that's a
issues.
really soft way to open saying you were raised in a cult. Yeah, it was free range. We were free basing life.
He also has nicer hair than me. I hate this guy.
Yeah, he's a pretty good looking guy. He's the son of God. So it
He's
makes
got
sense.
the
Well,
Jesus hair and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
beard. And,
Yeah.
I will say, shout out to my wife. She would be more concerned if I had joined a Catholic Christian band.
Right.
You know, just,
Yeah.
that says a little bit more about somebody.
Well, what about, so Frankie, you had mentioned earlier, so you used to be like, did you used to be in a Christian band, or were you?
yeah, I was raised Catholic and then became born again Pentecostal Baptist
Okay.
with all the singing and stuff like that. And it's like Bertram Russell says, if you want to be a Christian, have other people read the book to you.
Really?
If you want to be an atheist, read it yourself. And I only say that like, if this stuff helps you, if you're the last Christian on earth or Muslim,
Yeah.
I'd give you a ride to your mosque. But as Christopher Hitchens says, don't make me play with your toys.
Right. Yeah.
And the dangers of, at the Jubilee in 2000, the Pope apologized for 2,000 years of slavery, unaliving the whole group, 120 million. It still goes on.
right.
But again, as Evan said before, the fruits of the Spirit, love, peace, patience, kindness, self-control. I can do that on my own.
Right. Right. Yeah.
And I love Stoicism as well. Like,
Yeah,
I think that's a great way to go.
Yeah, yeah. Explain what that is for people who don't. And I know a little bit about it, but I don't. Just from YouTube videos, but I don't know. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, so Marcus Aurelius, and it started with Zeno, but Marcus Aurelius wrote his private diary, which is basically Stoicism. Memento mori. We are going to unalive at some point in time.
Mm-hmm.
So live your life, do your art, do the next right thing. It's really internal. I can't control people, places, or things. It's how we choose to react to it. So if someone says to me, you know, oh, you're way overweight, and I would just say, no, I'm a pound away from being the heaviest guy in the universe. That makes me happy. So using humor,
Yeah.
I don't have to have an opinion about what people say.
Right. Right. Yeah.
It's also being aware of in psychology, what's referred to as the fundamental attribution error. Basic way to explain this is someone cuts you off in traffic and that changes your internal state. You get pissed off. The reality is that dude didn't do it. Your perception of that did.
Right.
That guy could be lost, could be trying to get to a job interview, could be trying to get to his loved one at the hospital. You don't know that.
Right.
But if you are aware and you present that to yourself, you can calm your internal state. And over time, your central nervous system doesn't react to bullshit.
Right. Right. Whoa! I gotta hit the dump on that.
Oh,
That's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's FM
Way to
radio.
go,
That's
Evan.
all right though. We're on an 8-second delay. It's all good.
Sorry.
That's all right. It's all good. You know why I think I have a theory about why that happens though. Everyone's so used to
My
doing.
bad.
No, it's okay. It's all good. But we're on a delay. But everyone's so used to doing podcasts now because podcasts are such a big. Because on podcasts you can say whatever you want. So that's
Talk about free range.
yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
Free
No,
range.
but I like what you were saying, and I think that's a really good perspective. And because people do, part of it is people just human beings, we like to make sweeping assumptions based on almost no information.
Yep.
So to your example, like somebody cuts you off in traffic, and the instinct is to just assume that they're a horrible person who did that to you intentionally to get at you on a personal level or something. When in reality,
Right.
like you said, you have no idea why it happened.
Yep.
And or it may just be that they made a simple mistake, but which, Lord knows I've cut people off accidentally before. I think we all have, right?
Exactly. Bro.
So yeah, no. So I think that's really good. how much does it, Frankie? Do you write the lyrics, or do you all contribute? Or
What's been great, and this is what I say.
Yeah.
Being in glam punk, I've never cared about the music. It's how I dress, honestly.
Okay.
No, but with the lyrics,
Yeah,
I've written some, but what's been really fantastic about this iteration is you have Jeremy and Evan with the rhythm.
Yeah.
And they're so creative. I don't know if you remember the band Rush. We're not there yet, but that's the direction
I'm aware
we're
of them,
going
yes.
in.
Yeah,
Yes.
do not even. I am nowhere near that level.
I will not have this from you. But what my point is with PJ and them, what we do creatively is it's been amazing.
Yeah.
So we're taking it several levels. It's called The Place the Top, but and then they just work it back and forth,
Yeah.
which is awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
Frankie, you want to do this, do that, we'll do this.
Yeah, it's been really collaborative, which has been been nice. You know, like Frankie comes in with lyrics and kind of an idea, and then we end up like kind of just workshopping it together, which is
Yeah.
great. You know, we kind of start out with a really basic. All right, well, let's do A to B, whatever.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the time Mark will be like, well, what if we just do this as the riff? And now the song's changed, now it's evolving, and it just does that a few times, and suddenly it's got character and it's got its own identity, and now we're off to the races.
Excellent. Excellent. I think we should play another track. Let's see. And we've
Yeah,
got
before I swear again.
no, it's all good, dude. That's why
We have an 8 second to let you watch yourself, young man, here in Metro.
It's because the last guy that was here was swearing for 7 seconds. You had to add the 8. It's like just straight dropping.
That's why we have the 8-second delay. That's right.
The 7-second man.
Should we play Supermodel Strut?
Yes, I'm actually wearing the band T-shirt, by the way. And,
Let me make sure that camera's on you.
Yeah, and the basically I've been doing sit-ups to look. I've been doing sit-ups to look better, but the upside down cross was Evan's idea.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Supermodel Strut, whether you're at CVS, Stop and Shop, just own it. Have a good time.
Yeah, that aisle could be your runway.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. There you go. I love it. I love it. All right. We've got the Melted Chapsticks with us, and here it is. This is Supermodel Strut.
Supermodel, strut. Supermodel, strut. Supermodel, strut. Supermodel, strut. Supermodel strut.
I love it. Supermodel Strut. The band is the Melted Chapsticks. We've got the Melted Chapsticks on the show with us today. We got 3 guys in studio and a couple of them on Microsoft Teams. And it's cool, though, to have, sometimes when you got a band with 5 guys, you're not necessarily going to get everybody on the show at once. You know what I mean? So it's really cool. But so we were talking off air, Frankie, about, and you had talked about this at the show, at the Spot in Nashua. And by the way, I was saying, too, we should give them a little bit of shine because I know there's some frustrations there. Mike, or the Healer, as he's also known, has been saying some things on social media about just how people are maybe not as supportive as they could be and so forth. But you had talked about your sobriety. You had referenced that during the show, and then you were saying off air. So 15 years you've been sober,
a day at a time, and that's why I'm glad, like with places like the Spot, where you can go in. Fantastic venue, great food, all sorts of different drinks.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. My last thrill in life is
coffee.
I'm surprised it's legal. You know what I mean? But, with that, to be able to have a place to go to, again, with these conglomerates, they want to sell you this stuff.
Yeah.
Which is the alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a poison for you. And again, my hair PJ's hair turns water into wine. But with that, it's good to have a great choice where you can go to the Spot, have a good night, not drink like some of my bandmates. Have fun.
Some of your bandmates drink?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Oh.
Well,
not. I just want to clarify to keep myself out of trouble. Not the parking lot here at WMNH. You're not talking about that.
No,
not at all.
Plus, it's a little early.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be concerning.
But it's being responsible.
Yes.
I can be around it, thankfully.
Yeah.
But for those that want to do it at a day at a time, be sober. It's a great lifestyle if you so choose.
Yes, absolutely. And can you talk about getting sober and what was
absolutely. So for myself, it came down. Everybody has a different rock bottom where you stop.
Yeah,
mine was in a December where I was banned from 4 clubs, blacking out, almost threw up on Tom Brady's wife. Actually heckled Lenny Clark, the comedian, at that fundraiser.
Wow.
And then 3 months later, when I was sober, went to another comedy show. He was there, and my comic mentor, who's sober, Lenny, looked at me, and my mentor said, "No, Frankie's sober 3 months."
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's just really rock bottoms are different, etc. It's just mine wasn't court ordered.
Right.
Maybe it should have been, but I woke up in time. Where a lot of people, if you make these wrong decisions, and I'm glad we have laws in place to protect, but if people are drinking and driving, etc., it's a danger to folks.
Oh, yeah. I would say drinking and driving is the most selfish thing that you can do. Yeah, absolutely.
I always tell Frankie, though, when he mentions it, and, I tell him, if you never got sober, you would have never have met us.
Right.
So it's all part of that journey.
Right, exactly.
And he's a great mentor to have. Like Jeremy and I, we like to have a few beers, but it's always about the music first. So it's like, we're not there to party. We're there to focus on music.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, well said.
And also tonight, our favorite, John Sorensen, fill-in drummer with the Melted Chapsticks. He's great. We're going to go to an intervention tonight. He's taking me to talk to Motley Crue at the Xfinity Center with Extreme and Tesla. So maybe when I run behind, Tommy Lee, knock it off.
Yeah, good luck with that. What about maybe you can help Vince sing or something?
Yeah, I'll help him sing. I'm going to just punch him right in the balls. Hit those high notes from the 80s.
Oh, that's not even what I mean.
Whoa!
You ever see any videos of him singing and I don't mean recently. I mean over the past decade plus.
Yes, actually, Kilroy can tell you this.
Oh yeah,
because Kilroy's legally blind, so we're trying to put in his fretboard a braille piece so he could actually.
That's exciting.
It's funny because it's true. But as a good Christian, I took his Mass card for the blind and said, "Hey, Motley Crue sold out with Joan Jett, Poison, let's go. We get tickets. You liking the show, Kilroy? He goes, this is the best. We're 6 songs in.
Yeah.
We're sitting, they sat us behind a pole.
Oh,
so
really?
Kilroy can't see anyways.
Right.
But they want to affect the guy that can see.
Right.
What's going on with that?
That's not fair. That's not fair.
It was a good show either way.
Well, there you go.
We upgraded ourselves.
Okay.
But also, I saw David Lee Roth as well 2 months ago.
Oh, good Lord.
And it was that bad.
Was
and
it really? Yeah.
And look, he can do it till he's 90. I mean, as we get older, it's J Bone's here, birthday coming up this week.
Yeah.
Let's do it till we're 150, but he just can't sing anymore. And that's an I'm being.
Oh, Roth is brutal. He's been bad for a long. He's probably been bad longer than Vince Neil has, and Vince Neil's been pretty bad for a long time.
And he's cut his tour dates down to only 5. He cut the rest of his tour. David Lee Roth.
I didn't know that.
Now, Kilroy, tell us, you were in New Jersey last week seeing Motley Crue. What did you think of them?
I saw them last.
Don't say you saw them.
Monday.
Don't say you saw them.
You
heard them.
heard
No,
them.
go ahead.
Monday night at the Freedom Mortgage Pavilion in Camden. Motley Crue sounded great. Vince's voice sounded great. So
Really?
whatever they're doing to help him
Well,
has really helped him. He sounded great.
his lip syncing.
And now that they have John 5 playing with them, they were just cooking.
Oh no, John
It
5
was
is
a really
amazing.
good show.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I years ago, this must have been more than a decade ago. I saw. Oh, it was the tour. It was the co-headlining tour they did with Kiss, and I saw. So a friend of mine went to see them in Mansfield, and you know when you see a band live in an arena, and even if I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this, but they sound really good because but maybe the singer sounds fine because when you're seeing them live, you can't tell there's anything wrong because it's live and it's just you're in this arena, and so everything sounds good and you're caught up in the excitement of being there.
Yeah.
And then you go on YouTube later and you find a video from that show and you go, oh wow, actually the singer wasn't very good, and but you can never tell live. And I just remember that night during "Don't Go Away Mad." you know the part
Yes.
the end part where girl, don't go away mad. Vince Neil hit a note so sour that even seeing them live, being there live in Mansfield, my friend and I just looked at each other like, what is that? like it was so bad. But anyway,
I was about 4 in the 80s when, and this probably explains this band completely now that we're at Confessions.
yeah.
I saw Kiss and Motley Crue back in the 80s.
Wow.
At 4.
No kidding.
Yeah. And that was a different story.
Mm.
And who replaced Ace Frehley? Vinnie Vincent.
Vinnie Vincent.
He was on that tour.
Oh, so that was on the Lick It Up tour. Or no, it might have been Creatures of the Night. Actually.
Creatures of the Night.
Okay, so they were still in makeup.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was at the tail end of the makeup. Okay.
Yeah. So I got a bib with Kiss and Motley Crue on it.
Nice. Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Do you remember? Well, you were 4 years old. You probably
Yeah.
don't remember much.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to be parented by my parents.
Right,
So that's
right.
why I count on these guys.
right. So what's the summer been like as far as, like, have you guys been playing a lot of shows or have you been really active?
We've been in
or-
the lab mostly. We've
Really,
been
yeah?
working on new content.
Yeah.
Last summer we were like doing a Porch Fest every other weekend and
Yeah.
other shows and mixing with that. But
Yeah.
I think we've got a couple in the next few months. But other
Okay.
than that, it's really kind of gearing up to get in the studio, record,
Yeah.
re-record the 6-pack with this cast.
Okay.
So yeah, there's plenty of work to do on that end.
Yeah, no doubt. And is there any kind of an ETA on the when the new stuff will be, or?
So it will be, we're going in to see Phil in the studio mid-September, Leisure Noise Studios. And then from there, I don't know how long it'll take, but I would say maybe we should have a release date for the 31st of October because we're playing the week before at the Bit Bar.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Do you guys have any? I didn't think to look on YouTube. Do you have any videos? Like, have you done any music videos?
Yes, we have
you?
a ton of them. I
Do you
will
really?
send you the link.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
bunch.
Oh, cool. I got to check those out.
We're doing. So we've done. What have we done, boys?
We did We Are Vampires, Kiss the Antichrist, We Beat the British.
Yeah, we beat the British.
Oh, you did a video for that? That's cool.
What was the other one we did with We Beat the British?
Did we do Hexes?
We did
Yeah,
Hexes. That was it.
for our exes.
Hexes. We've done.
And it's their fault.
We've
Yeah.
done Paranoid. We've done Supermodel Strut.
Yes.
Um,
And then
Famous.
coming up is
We did Famous in Our Own Mind.
yeah, and Colgate Smile's coming out.
Yeah.
We're doing that the 29th with Jen. Crew Bad Bitches Production. She's done all our
We're also working on a documentary.
Really?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
It's more of a mockumentary behind the structuring of local music,
Okay. Oh, that sounds interesting.
starring yours truly over there.
Nice.
Well, yeah.
I like a good mockumentary. This is Spinal Tap is my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
So I'm very intrigued.
Big Rob Reiner fan.
Oh yeah.
Did you like the second one?
All right. So here's the thing.
Thank you.
Here's the thing.
I sat through
How can you beat the original?
Well, yeah. Well, that's a tall order. Yeah. Jenny and I watched it. I liked it, but I liked it well enough. But I'm never gonna watch it again.
You're right.
I'd watch the original again.
Yeah.
Right, I'd watch the original again.
Yeah. Exactly.
In fact, I did recently on a plane. I watched it.
yeah.
It's so good.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So it was fine. You know, I didn't dislike it. I wasn't disappointed, but I guess my expectations weren't that high. You know, because how do you know,
Yeah.
the original's so good. But it was fine. But it was just fine. But I'm never gonna watch it again.
True story.
I guess that's how I feel about it.
We saw it in the theater.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's just not the same. And
Yeah.
I did enjoy it to what I could, but
Yeah. And the drummer survives, which is weird.
yeah.
That's like, why?
Yeah.
Why make that choice?
Unfortunate gardening accident.
The police said, just leave this one unsolved. That's my favorite.
Actually, completely burst into flames. It's called spontaneous combustion.
Oh, by the way, too, you mentioned We Beat the British. I'm sure these guys, I'm sure you told everybody, we played it here July 4th for our July
beautiful.
4th show. Yeah.
And didn't you have a guest on from England?
Yes. Yes.
Just to let you know again.
It all worked out in the end. It all worked out in the end. So we do have another studio track to play. I think we'll play this to as we approach the top of the hour. We got to start to wrap up. But Colgate Smile. This is another great song. But where should people go online? Where's the best place to go to keep up with everything that you guys are doing? The Melted Chapsticks.
I would say King Frankie Hollywood and the Melted Chapsticks on Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
We post all the shows.
Yeah.
We'll be playing at the Jungle, I believe, August
15th.
the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Where's the jungle?
It's in Somerville.
Somerville. Okay. Are you guys all Boston area or?
Mhm.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yep.
Excellent. Oh, we should mention too. So you're a radio guy.
Yes.
We should mention that too.
We do our show Melted on Wave Radio Boston, Tuesday nights at 7.
Okay.
Had some great guests, Binge Magic, Rudy Sarzo from Aussie, Randy Rhodes' family when they were being inducted into the Hall
wow.
of Fame.
Oh, cool.
Do you guys remember Mr. Big?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Yeah, of course.
And they're big in Japan. And
They are.
yeah, we're big in Indonesia. So it's been fantastic.
That's great. That's
Shout out
great.
Jakarta.
Do you have a lot of Boston bands on the show too? Or
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
a whole host.
Good. Oh, very
It's
cool.
so nice. Lacey and Thrax.
Yep. Oh, love them. Yep.
Love them. And yeah, it's just nice to do these show, meet other artists, and spotlight them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Well, I want to thank all of you, all five of you, for joining us today.
Thank you.
Absolutely, we'll do
Thank
it again. We'll do it again in the future for sure. And we'll end the segment with Colgate Smile. Anything we should know? What was the was this inspired by an actual Colgate commercial? Or?
Well, we will be doing. We'll do the video in a dentist office.
Oh, beautiful!
But it's something, sort of a storyline that came along, and I guess the whole point of all of this stuff is to, like Rick Rubin and Prince said, make your art, put it out there. Whether it's going to be a Vincent Van Gogh thing, it'll be nice in 500 years, or you can irritate the shit out of your parents. Oh.
8-second delay. It's all good.
Irritate your parents.
No, you're out of the doghouse.
Irritate your parents. Just keep making your art is the message.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a great message.
And we love you unleashing us to the next breakfast joint. So
there you go. Well, we got plenty of restaurants here in Manchester. No affordable housing, but plenty of restaurants.
Right. Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all you guys. This has been wonderful. And we'll close out the segment with this. This is Colgate Smile, and the band is the Melted Chapsticks.